All right, let's dive into something pretty cool, autophagy, like our body's self-cleaning system.
Yeah.
You sent over this video by Dr. Mindy Pelz,
Yeah, she's great.
and she really breaks down not just what it is, but how to actually, activate it
Right.
through fasting and certain foods.
Yeah, exactly.
So I'm excited to unpack all this with you.
Yeah, it's amazing how much control we actually have over this whole process.
Okay, so first things first, what exactly is autophagy?
It's like if you think about each of your cells, they have this like built-in recycling program.
Oh.
Kind of like a little janitorial crew that's constantly working to like clear out all the damaged parts and the waste and make the cell function at its best.
So like decluttering, but on like a microscopic level.
Exactly.
What does that actually mean for our health, though?
Well, I mean, think about it. When your cells aren't working properly, they kind of contribute to aging and disease.
Right.
So autophagy, it's like it helps clear all that out. So it's linked to everything from like anti-aging to disease prevention to even like sharper thinking.
Okay, so we definitely want to activate this like cellular cleanup crew.
Oh, for sure.
And Dr. Pelz, she is a huge advocate for fasting as a key trigger, right?
Absolutely. Yeah. Fasting is like this, it's like this metabolic switch that happens in our bodies.
Okay.
When we stop, giving it energy through food, our cells have to start tapping into these internal reserves.
Right.
And that's when that autophagy kicks into gear.
She lays out this really cool timeline in the video.
Yeah.
It's like this play-by-play of what happens at different fasting stages. So can we walk through that a little bit?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
So in the first 8 hours, that's when your body starts that metabolic shift we were talking about.
Yeah.
And then by 12 hours, you're producing ketones, which suppress hunger hormones.
Oh, okay.
And that's often why people feel like they get this mental clarity boost.
That's the science behind that fasting focus.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Okay, cool. So what happens as we keep going?
Well, around the 13-hour mark, things get really interesting.
Yeah.
Especially if you're looking to like build muscle or boost metabolism.
Right.
Growth hormone increases, which helps with fat burning.
Okay.
And then for men, there's even a testosterone surge.
Now that's a perk worth noting.
Yeah, exactly.
So what about like the 15, 17-hour mark?
So 15 hours, you get even more of that growth hormone, which Dr. Pelz really ties to slowing down the aging process.
Okay.
And then by 17 hours, that's when cell repair is really kicking into high gear.
So the longer we fast, the more we're supporting those like repair mechanisms.
Exactly.
What about like even longer fasts?
Right.
Like 24, 36, 48, even 72 hours. What happens then?
Each stage has its own unique benefits.
Right.
So like at 24 hours, your gut basically gets this like complete reset.
Right.
It's like hitting the refresh button on your whole digestive system, which
Wow.
is so crucial for immunity and just your overall health.
A gut makeover in a day.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. But she's not suggesting we do these longer fasts every day, right?
No, those are more strategic. So like she suggests like a 72-hour fast twice a year. That's like a major cellular overhaul.
Okay.
48 hours quarterly if you're really focusing on mental health. And then 36 hours monthly if you're hitting a weight loss plateau.
So it's about customizing the approach based on your goals.
Exactly.
What about like daily fasting? What does she recommend for that?
She suggests varying your daily fast between like 12 and 17 hours and maybe incorporating a 24-hour kind of like one meal a day fast once a week.
Okay.
Just to kind of get things moving.
They're like finding a rhythm that works for you,
Absolutely. Yeah. Consistency is key, but it should be sustainable.
Makes sense. It's not all about deprivation, though,
Yeah, I
right?
think.
Because Dr. Pelz also talks about specific foods that can actually boost autophagy,
Yes.
even while fasting.
Right. And these aren't like exotic ingredients or anything.
Yeah.
We're talking about things that a lot of people already have in their kitchen.
Okay, I'm all ears. What are these like autophagy superstars?
Well, first up, avocado,
Okay,
which she calls the hunger hormone killer.
really?
It's perfect for breaking a fast because it keeps you feeling full and satisfied. She even suggests waiting like an hour after eating avocado before you have anything else
Interesting.
to kind of really maximize that effect.
I usually eat avocado with other things.
Yeah.
She also recommends combining avocados with kimchi and sauerkraut.
Yes.
I'm curious, why those specific pairings?
Well, because those fermented foods like kimchi and sauerkraut, they're full of probiotics,
Right.
which are amazing for gut health.
Yeah.
So it's not just thinking about autophagy, it's thinking about the whole ecosystem of your body.
Okay, avocado's definitely making it on the menu.
It's a good one.
What else is on the list?
Okay, next up we have cacao, but don't think sugary candy bar.
Okay.
We're talking like Dark, high cacao chocolate packed with antioxidants.
Okay, so there's a catch. But is there research behind this?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. There was a study back in 2009 in the Journal of Agricultural Food Chemistry, and they found that cacao can actually stimulate autophagy in liver cells.
So dark chocolate's officially good for our cells.
It is.
Okay, this is a question I know a lot of people have. Can we have coffee while fasting?
Yes, good news for coffee lovers. Black coffee is generally okay. But Dr. Pelz stresses the importance of choosing organic, mold-free coffee.
Right.
Because you don't want to be introducing toxins that are going to, counteract the benefits.
So it's about being mindful of the quality even when we're fasting.
Exactly.
I see. Okay.
And there's research showing that autophagy increases in the liver, muscles, and heart, within a few hours of drinking coffee.
Okay, I'm loving these foods so far.
Yeah, they're good ones.
What else do we have?
Okay, green tea is another winner. It's considered a universal autophagy stimulator.
Okay.
And there was a study in 2019 in the Nutrient Journal that highlighted its neuroprotective effects.
So green tea for a healthy brain and body.
Yeah, for sure.
What's next?
Another kitchen staple, olive oil.
Okay.
But again, quality matters.
Yeah.
We're talking organic, fresh olive oil
Okay.
to avoid rancidity.
I never knew there was so much to consider with olive oil.
There is.
What makes it so beneficial for autophagy?
Well, research suggests that olive oil might actually protect against the buildup of those proteins that are associated with Alzheimer's.
Oh, wow.
And there's even research exploring its role in potentially fighting cancer.
That's incredible.
It is.
Okay, so we've got 4 powerhouse foods down.
Yeah.
What are the last 2 on her list?
All right, next up we have curcumin,
Okay.
which is the active compound in turmeric.
Right. Okay.
You can sprinkle turmeric on food, you can juice the root, you can add it to stir fries. It's incredibly versatile.
So curcumin is like the MVP of turmeric.
Exactly.
What makes it so special for autophagy?
Research shows that curcumin can stimulate autophagy in pancreatic cells and may even hinder the spread of tick-borne diseases.
Wow.
And she also recommends combining it with black pepper for better absorption.
Oh, that's good to know.
Yeah.
Okay, and the final food on our list,
Last but not least, garlic.
garlic. Now that's a surprise.
Yeah, right?
I love garlic, but I never thought of it as an autophagy booster.
You're not alone.
Okay.
But garlic is actually a nutritional powerhouse.
Okay.
It contains a compound called allicin,
Okay.
and allicin has been shown to activate autophagy
Oh, wow.
and even offer protection against certain types of cancer.
All right, garlic is officially joining my autophagy shopping list.
That's a good one.
So to recap, we've got avocado, cacao, black coffee, green tea, olive oil, curcumin, and garlic. All fantastic foods that can actually enhance autophagy, even while we're fasting.
Exactly. It's pretty fascinating, isn't it?
It really is. It makes you think about how much power we have,
Really?
to influence our own well-being
Yeah, through simple choices.
through the choices we make every day.
Absolutely. But remember, while Dr. Pelda's advice is a great starting point,
Right.
everybody's different.
Yeah.
So it's important to listen to your body, maybe even consult a healthcare professional to figure out what works best for you.
That's a great point. It's about empowering ourselves with knowledge
Yeah.
and then,
Yeah,
using that knowledge to make informed choices.
exactly. And remember, we're playing the long game here.
Yeah.
Autophagy isn't a quick fix. It's a continuous process that we need to be mindful of.
So it's not just about, the occasional fast or like a sprinkle of turmeric here and there.
Right.
It's about those consistent choices that are supporting our cells' ability to renew.
Exactly.
Okay, I love that.
And you know what? We've talked a lot about the practical side of things.
Yeah.
But in part 2, we're going to take a deeper dive into the actual science behind autophagy.
I'm right.
We'll explore how this process actually works
Mm-hmm.
at the cellular level and
Right.
why it's so crucial for our overall health.
I can't wait. Join us next time as we explore the amazing world inside ourselves.
It's pretty amazing.
It is. Welcome back to our deep dive on autophagy.
It's a fascinating system, isn't it?
I'm ready to get into the nitty-gritty, how this whole process actually works.
Let's do it.
Okay, so last time we talked about fasting and food choices, but I want to know about the science behind it all.
Okay.
What's actually happening inside our cells? when autophagy is activated?
So imagine each of your cells as like a bustling city.
Okay.
You've got, construction crews building new structures, factories producing energy, waste disposal systems, keeping everything clean and functional.
I like this analogy.
Yeah.
So where does autophagy fit into our little cellular city?
Autophagy is like the city's, recycling and waste management system, making sure everything runs smoothly.
Okay.
It involves these amazing little structures called autophagosomes, which act like tiny little garbage trucks.
So the autophagosomes are like cruising around collecting all the cellular junk.
Exactly. They pick up damaged proteins, worn out organelles, any debris that could, clog up the system.
Right.
But it's not just about, trash removal.
Yeah.
Autophagy is also about renewal.
Oh, right. We talked about how the cell can actually recycle that waste.
Precisely. So once those autophagosomes are full, they fuse with another cellular compartment called the lysosome.
Lysosomes.
Yes.
I vaguely remember those from biology class.
Yeah.
What do they actually do?
So the lysosome, think of that as the city's recycling plant.
Okay.
It's packed with powerful enzymes that break down all that cellular waste.
Got it.
It's like turning trash into treasure.
So it's a two-step process.
Yeah.
Autophagosomes collect, lysosomes break it all down.
You got it.
And then those broken down components, they're used to make new building blocks for the cell.
Exactly.
It's it's so efficient.
It is. It's a beautifully efficient cycle of renewal.
It's like our cells have their own built-in sustainability program.
Exactly. And this process, it's happening all the time, even when we're not actively fasting.
Right.
But as we discussed earlier, fasting can really ramp it up.
So it's like sending a signal to our cells that it's time to declutter and optimize.
Precisely. When we deprive our cells of a constant influx of nutrients, it triggers kind of a survival mode where they become much more efficient at recycling and cleaning house.
It's like when you clean your house before guests come over, everything gets a much needed refresh.
I love that analogy.
Yeah.
And here's something else that's really fascinating.
Okay.
Our cells actually become even better at autophagy when they're under mild stress.
Really?
Whether it's from exercise, calorie restriction, even exposure to certain toxins.
So it's like our cells are designed to become more resilient in the face of challenges.
Exactly. And that's why autophagy is so closely linked to longevity and disease prevention.
Right.
By keeping our cells clean, efficient, adaptable, we're essentially, slowing down the aging process and reducing our risk of developing chronic illnesses.
This is so fascinating.
It is.
It really highlights the power our body has to heal.
You do.
And we can support that.
Right.
Through things like fasting, exercise.
Absolutely. But are there any misconceptions about autophagy that you think we should clear up?
That's a good question. What are some common myths that you hear?
One big one is that you need to do these extreme prolonged fasts to reap any benefits, that it's all or nothing.
I can see how that would spread.
Right. But remember, autophagy is a continuous process. It's happening all the time.
Right.
Even without fasting and even shorter fasts, like those 12 to 17-hour windows that Dr. Pell suggests, they can significantly boost the process.
So it's more about finding a sustainable rhythm than forcing yourself into something extreme.
Exactly. It's about consistency, making choices that you can stick with long term.
That makes a lot of sense. What other misconceptions are out there?
Another one is that autophagy is solely about weight loss.
Okay.
While it can definitely help with weight management, it's about so much more than that.
Right. It's about cellular renewal, disease prevention.
Exactly. It's about optimizing our health at the most fundamental level. And weight loss is just one potential benefit.
Got it. So we've debunked some myths.
Yeah.
Now let's talk practical tips.
Okay.
Incorporating autophagy-boosting strategies into our everyday lives. What are some things that people can do?
Well, first and foremost, start with small, manageable steps.
Okay.
Don't feel pressured to, do a 72-hour fast right out of the gate.
Right.
Experiment with shorter fasts. Gradually increase the duration as you feel comfortable.
That's good advice. Listen to your body.
Yeah.
Don't force it.
And remember those powerhouse foods we talked about?
Yes.
Incorporate those into your diet regularly.
Okay.
Enjoy avocado with your breakfast. Add some turmeric to your dinner. Sip on green tea throughout the day.
It's about making those choices consistently, right?
Exactly.
It's not just a one-time thing.
And another powerful tool we haven't mentioned much is exercise.
Oh, right.
Exercise is a fantastic autophagy trigger.
Okay.
It works synergistically with fasting to amplify those benefits.
So you've got fasting, we've got food choices, we've got exercise, all contributing to a healthier cellular environment.
Exactly.
Anything else we should keep in mind?
One last but very crucial thing is stress management.
Oh, yeah.
Chronic stress can actually suppress autophagy.
Really?
So finding healthy ways to manage that stress is essential.
Stress is inevitable, but how we manage it makes all the difference.
Absolutely. And in part 3, we're going to delve into some of the exciting research around autophagy.
Yes.
And its potential role in, preventing and even reversing disease.
Okay.
We'll explore those cutting-edge findings that could really revolutionize how we approach health and longevity. Yeah.
I'm so ready for that. Join us next time as we explore the incredible future of autophagy. Welcome back to the final part of our autophagy deep dive.
Yeah.
It's been quite the journey exploring this cellular cleaning system.
It really has. And now we get to explore some of the most exciting research on autophagy. The potential it holds for preventing and even reversing disease it's truly remarkable.
I'm ready to be blown away. What are some of the most promising areas of research?
One area that's generating a lot of buzz is autophagy's role in neurodegenerative diseases, like Alzheimer's and Parkinson's.
Okay.
Remember how we talked about olive oil potentially protecting against Alzheimer's?
Right.
That's just one piece of the puzzle.
Right. I'm really curious to hear more about that connection between autophagy and brain health.
Well, it turns out that many neurodegenerative diseases, they're characterized by this buildup of toxic proteins in the brain.
Okay.
And guess what? Autophagy is the body's natural way of clearing out those proteins.
So if we can enhance autophagy, could we potentially slow down or even prevent the progression of these diseases?
That's the hope. And there's some encouraging evidence from animal studies.
Yeah.
For example, researchers have found that fasting can actually reduce the accumulation of those toxic proteins in mice with Alzheimer's-like conditions.
Wow. That's incredible.
Yeah.
Are there any human studies looking at this?
There are. While research in humans is still in the early stages, there have been some promising findings.
Yeah.
One study found that a 24-hour fast increased levels of a key protein involved in autophagy in the brains of healthy adults.
Okay.
It's a small study, but it hints at the possibilities.
Okay, so while more research is needed, it's definitely a promising avenue
Sure.
for exploring new treatments
Absolutely.
for these devastating diseases.
And it's not just neurodegenerative diseases.
Right.
Autophagy is also being investigated for its potential role in cancer, heart disease, autoimmune disorders, even infectious diseases.
It seems like autophagy is involved in nearly every major health challenge we face.
In many ways it is, and that's why it's such an exciting area of research.
Yeah.
It has the potential to revolutionize the way we approach health and disease.
So if autophagy is this powerful process with so many potential benefits, why aren't we hearing more about it?
Right.
Why isn't it being talked about more in mainstream medicine?
That's a great question. And honestly, it's a bit of a mystery.
Okay.
Part of it may be that autophagy is a relatively new area of research.
Right.
It's only in the last few decades that scientists have really begun to unravel its complexities.
And it is a complex process.
Yes.
We've spent 3 episodes talking about it, and we've only scratched the surface.
Exactly. There's still so much we don't know. But the good news is that research is accelerating, and we're gaining a better understanding of how to harness the power of autophagy for health and healing.
I'm incredibly excited to see what the future holds for autophagy research. It truly feels like we're on the verge of a major breakthrough in how we approach health and longevity.
I agree. And in the meantime, we can all take steps to support our own autophagy processes through simple lifestyle choices. Things like incorporating those powerhouse foods we talked about, finding a sustainable fasting routine that works for you, and managing stress levels.
Those are such great reminders. It's empowering to know that we have the power to influence our cellular health.
We do.
Through the choices we make every day.
Absolutely. What are some key takeaways you're walking away with from our deep dive?
I'm definitely inspired to be more mindful of my eating habits.
Yeah.
And to explore incorporating fasting into my routine, just see how it feels.
Yeah.
And I'm fascinated by the idea that we can actually influence our cellular processes to promote longevity and prevent disease.
Those are fantastic takeaways, and I encourage you to stay curious. Keep learning about autophagy and how it impacts your health. Experiment with different approaches and see what works best for you.
Yeah, it's great advice. Thank you so much for taking us on this incredible deep dive into the world of autophagy.
It's been my pleasure. Remember, the journey of discovery never ends. There's always more to learn, more to explore, and more to share.
So true. We hope you've enjoyed this deep dive and that you're feeling empowered to take charge of your own cellular health. Until next time, keep exploring, keep learning, and keep those autophagy engines running strong.